Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. Today a new video about Final Fantasy XIV, the Moonfire Faire event just came out, and that's basically a video about the quest of it, the rewards of it, the reputable quest to farm it, if there is one this year. As you saw on previous videos, it will be about sharks this year, as we can now fly in around ribbon areas, so Costa del Sol is an aerial ribbon area, so the jumps are nonsense, so probably something about the water. We'll see that right now. So the quest, if you ever wonder, start here in Limsa upper decks, X 11.5, Y 13.8, and the quest is a level 30 Refuge to Far. So you check that right now. You have to speak to Moyaru. It will give you a chance from completing the quest. A fish too far. Moyaru's beaming smile is betrayed by a hint of desperation in his eye. This quest is available for a limited time only. Of course, that's an event. Ah, you have come. There are but two constants in summers: sweltering heat and brave adventurers, and the Moonfire Faire cannot well begin in earnest until both have arrived. The sweet and mild roar on your cocksure stride tell me that finally the time is here. But first it seems we have an uninvited guest on the shores of Costa del Sol that is causing chaos and alarm among our celebrations. If reports from the Fishermen's Guild are to be believed, a gargantuan man-eating shark has been terrorizing the coast, gnashing its teeth and threatening to devour revelers' wool. Needless to say, this has put something of a damper on an otherwise rousing event. For a mercy, no one has yet come to harm, but I fear it is only a matter of time before the shark must sate its appetite. We must nip this problem in the bud before tragedy strikes. While the members of our community are doing their utmost to find a solution, a pair of capable hands could only speed things along. Maga, chief chaperone of the festivities, is standing by in Costa del Sol, eager to greet any potential volunteers. Basically, go to Costa del Sol. We have the fair crier here. Okay, we can't see much about it, so I will go speak to Maga. And what a great first event to try the flying ribbon. That was so boring before to get to that little isle. You had to run and swim. So we have Maga. Well, the savior of the summer has arrived. I was afraid we'd have to pack up for safer shores, but now that the true apex predator has arrived, I believe we can stay readily put. Although I've yet to see it with my own eyes. There have been disturbing reports of an enormous shark lurking in the waters nearby. The Adventurers Guild takes this report seriously. Our guest safety comes first and foremost. Culling fins I never know what to call that. Cooling fields is bread and butter, and now it's time to show more metal. Master GG Ruju means to protect his stake in the festival as well, and as we speak he is assembling an elite team of shark hunters. They should be here soon, but I'd appreciate if you keep lookout with me in the meantime. 2 pairs of eyes are better than 1 after all. And we've got that cutscene. Shark, shark, run for your lives! Hey, wait just a bloody minute. You don't mean to face a beast all by your lonesome, do you? I'm not exactly dressed for combat here. It's bite or be bitten. Spoken like a seasoned adventurer. But you're as foolish as you are daring if you think I'm letting you risk life and limb needlessly. Stay your weapon, reckless heroics will only serve to incite the monster. Well, looks like you'll have to share the glory today. The certificate shark hunters are here. Tracy at your service. In your space, the Cascadiers were formed to quench the Bombards' fiery rage, and in that same spirit, the Bombardiers have assembled to send this new threat back to the depth. I will see safety return to your beaches. Bago has been recruited to learn his expertise, knowledge, skill expertise. Bago knows a thing or two about explosions. Ah, the Bombardier? I wish the guild would have mentioned that they were handing over the torch. Ah, but the guild wasn't involved in your inception. The Bombardier owed their existence solely to Master GG Ruju. He could not afford to wait for someone else's solution, but he could afford to make his own. This shark is unlike any I have seen in my long years of research. Judging from my analysis of its movement and behavior, it means to leave its watery arm unencroached upon these very shores. Why the elves would it do that? That much remains a mystery. The beast's final destination is impossible to discern, but we would be fools to let it run. However, it seems to have no interest in attacking us, yet. If we were to engage it directly, however, it may gain a taste for blood, and there is no telling how many innocent lives would be lost before its appetite was sated. If we are to coax it back whence it came, it must be done without spilling blood. And that is where Kobold Friend comes in. In exchange for some rare alchemical supplies, he had offered to share with us his clan's method for creating the self-same bombs which so often threatened our realm in summers past. Yes, Bago treats his bomb most lovingly, most protectively, but Bago loves shiny metals just as much. Materials which were promised, sworn, pledged, promised. To create a bomb that will become a breathtaking explosion is hard. One must pamper it as they would once one's own child. Couples keep their secrets close, but Bago is generous, giving, kind, generous. Yes, indeed, thanks to Bagger's cooperation, we have managed to create our own bombards, which should explode with enough force to disabuse this shark of any notions of coming further inland. Have you lost your bloody mind? The ram almost burned on account of these demons, and now you are using them as toys. We must use the knowledge gleaned from conflicts past to see us safely through those to come. Don't you agree, adventurer? If you would offer your head to our cause, me and the others Bombards would gladly welcome you among our ranks. Splendid! Any adventurer brave enough to draw their weapon against such an overwhelming foe is sure to be a formidable ally. Our cooperation will begin soon. Speak with me when you are ready. Do you speak to Tracy? Greetings, I take it your preparations are complete. Then let's get right to it. No circuits then? The first obstacle we had to overcome was the matter of how to manipulate the bombard, without also putting ourselves in danger, and for that we once again found inspiration beyond days. Perhaps you have heard of the bomb dance. It is a tradition that originated in the Far East, performed during the summer. It is also said to have the power to influence the bombards themselves. I asked Bago if his creation could be trained to respond to the movement and rhythm of such a dance. He assured me most emphatically that they could, and considering the nature of the street before us suggested we use a dance even more explosive than the bomb dance, Jireri put forth one of her favorites, traditional steps performed by the Rafales of the Southern Isles. Jireri, if you will. Of course, if it pleases you, allow me to perform the flame dance, taught to me by my grandmother. Nice. Jerry tells me the dance purpose is twofold. Not only did it spur the warriors of the hour into actions, but it was said to mollify the savage spirits slumbering within the volcanic mountains overshadowing the villages. Amazing, astounding, amazing! Such powerful movement would set the iciest earth ablaze. Bible shudders to think how it might inflame his little bombs. Considering the complexity of the space, it may be all to first practice with a smaller specimen. It would be a shame if your noble endeavor was cut short by a premature detonation. When again the shark emerges to wreak havoc, we will send for another bombards. Their flames will need some encouragement at first, so don't justly to unkindle them. Continue the dance and the bombard will set ablaze, fully making it a match for that shark. The creature's flame should begin to fade, however, then perform with steps to restore their vibrancy. As simple as that, and now we play the waiting game. Stay vigilant, and the moment you see even a fin emerge from the waters, brace yourself, and we shall begin at once. There's much at stake, but I believe we are more than up for the task. So we have to join the fate Bombard versus Shark. Okay, so the set may seem intimidating at first, but I'm certain you'll master them in the time at all. We'll have to, if we are to have any hope of salvaging summer. So let's go to the fate. Oh my god. Okay, I don't really understand. So we have to dance for the big combo. Oh yeah, I see. You have to dance for the bombard to become bigger. The second dance to stabilize it until it strikes the shark. Okay. It will explode again. Big explosion. We're almost done. Oh, we have the firework in the background. Okay, seems we won. Let's see, Maga. You crazy bastard really went and did it. You put on a show I could see from here, and with a burning passion I could feel right down to the cockles of my head. Got a cutscene? Hopefully I don't have to read. Oh my god, no. We could not have done it without you, Tyrion. I dare say the Bombards have not only carried the torch of their predecessor, but have set it ablaze with a flame that will burn for him evermore. Baggo's bomb went forth with such courage, such grace. Baggo must work day and night to make another that will outshine her blaze of glory. I don't know about all that, but it's plain to see that your report have brought peace back to the shores of Costa del Sol. Seems we won't be cancelling this year's Moonfire Faire after all. And yet there are many questions left unanswered. How did that shark develop legs or arms? And for what purpose did it come ashore? What? A shark? Susan apologized, lass. Didn't mean to give you such a fright. This little bugger can scare you quicker than a chocobos when it gets on mind, too. Captain Forzagle, what brings you here, and what brings that? My little friend here roams wheresoever the winds carry him. Isn't it just the cutest? A face you could kiss, if it weren't covered in scars, and he's got the heart of an adventurer. He flew onto the deck of the Endeavour during one of our fishing voyages, and it was love at first sight. I have been fast friends ever since. I could ask for no better shipmate on the high seas, and I reckon the feeling is mutual. Well then, at best, head back to the ship, and I gotta wait for no man or shark. You don't think... What if that big fish was here looking for that little fish? Quite impossible. What would be the chance of that? Besides, even if it were the case, what tiny creatures seem to be quite content at Captain Forzagle's side. I suppose it matters not. By your dates, the Moonfire Faire has been saved, and we can return to the festivities. So bright, so violent, Baggo's little bomb. Baggo will never forget you. Yes, you should rightly be proud of your contribution. When you wrote, I should report back to Master Jeju at Hans. Duplessis will jump with joy as news of our victory. Everything wrapped up in a neat little package, huh? No way this unresolved question will come back and bite us in the arse. Well, if they do, I hope you can remember the steps of that dance. And so we unlock the flame dance. Okay, there is another quest, but first, where is it? Emote, special, flame dance. Let's dance a bit. Okay, let's do that other quest. That's a nice dance. Flame on. Ayamaga has a message for you from the rest of the festivities. Excellent job carrying away the man-eating shark, friend, although I suppose we didn't actually witness eating anything, man or otherwise. On your road, I reckon as long as we have those bombards at our disposal, we can breathe easy for the time being. By the way, Master JJ, who Chu sent his regards, seems he is quite eager to learn more about that flame dance and has given you the honor of an audience. It'd be best to go speak with him now. He is not known to enjoy waiting around, so we have to go see JJ Huchu. We will probably have to dance for him. Ah, the woman of the hour arrives at last. She was just now regaling me with the tale of your Bavarian grass, a tale which I know see contains no exaggeration. Everyone in Costa del Sol, myself included, owes you a debt of gratitude. I understand it was quite the display. Indeed, Kyria would have been right at home dancing along with my grandmother. She greeted that to an effortless victory over that vicious beast. Ah yes, the dance, a most curious thing. She has been serving me for longer than I can remember, yet I have just recently learned of it. Just how long have you been keeping this secret? I had only ever viewed it as a provincial tradition, not something that would pique your refined sensibilities, and certainly not something on which leaves would, and certainly not something on which leaves would hinge. My grandmother told me that the flame dance began as a way to quell the fiery rage of the goddess who slumbered in the mountain of the southern isle. It served not only as a form of protection over time, new steps were added to stop the spirits of warriors soon to depart to battle. Given those origins, it seems a perfect fit for this unique problem we faced. Grace meets traditions. I dare say it embodies the spirit of Costa del Sol. You simply must perform it for me, perhaps along with some of the other dancers. Yes, yes, with a graceful and this one. Yeah, I should very much like to see them swaying back and forth. It seems Master Jejeruju has a keen interest in the flame dance. I suppose it would be only fitting to let you do the honors. Rest assured, your services will be well compensated. Will you oblige us? Excellent. In that case, I shall see to the necessary preparation at once. In the meantime, recruit as many dancers as are willing, and I'm sure in no time we'll have an entourage that will please this most demanding of audiences. So we have to go back on the aisle. I'll just skip these dialogues, not really important. I just have to convince them, but I don't think I wonder them. And the last one. And we go back to Jiriri. I never imagined so many would be eager to learn the plain dance, thank you. If only my grandmother were here to see this. I am not able to bring a smile on her face. Why even a single singer can make a strong impression compared to a group performing this entire as a candle before a blazing bonfire. I've arranged matching attire to each of you, that your fire might burn ever brighter. On shall dress for the occasion, meet us on the beach, and we shall usher in the arrival of peace to the Moonfire Faire. Finally, the moment is at hand. I pray this dance is every bit as invigorating as I've been led to believe. Oh, nice. Through the power of dance, you have restored peace and quietude to the shores of Costa del Sol. If what appears to threaten this hard-won serenity once more, use the flame dance to send the mask scurrying back to its lair. You may know purchase wares from the Moonfire Faire vendor, participating in the fate appearing in the southeastern region of the fair grounds to earn vouchers that can be exchanged for goods. So that's all for the quest of the Moonfire Faire 2020. Now we can go check the store. I believe I don't have. Yes, I don't give the outfit, you have to purchase it, so to the Moonfire Faire. I have 15 of them, so I need to make some fates. So there is a water bomb stand, which is basically that thing as an housing item for the outdoor furnishing. And you've got the full set of summer flame, so we can try it like that. That's basically the new outfit from this event. I will farm it, of course, but that's also what you have to do after it. I hope you enjoyed that video about the Moonfire Faire 2020. Put a like if you did like, dislike if you didn't, subscribe for more, and see you next time.